Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by the one, the only Jack Lansing III from Hartland Football. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good. First week, I get the first week is officially in the books because we're recording this on Sunday. So how was it?
It was pretty good, exhausting, but that's what the first week is supposed to really be about. It's supposed to show you kind of where you fall and if you can handle the season. Because for me personally, this first week is really the hardest part of the season.
Yeah, I think you got your first kind of taste last year of just what this high school football thing is all about. Now entering into this season, there's quite a bit is back for you guys, and there's a lot of expectation with you guys because I don't think you guys want last season to happen again. But going into this year, what has it been like just to having some experience, and basically you do lose some guys, but you don't lose as many guys as you did last year.
Yeah, it's definitely nice having some experience under my belt. Just having some confidence, and I feel like last year we started a lot of younger guys. We had a handful of sophomores, a decent amount of juniors that were playing big roles in the team. So I feel like that was good for everyone to get some experience under their belt before this year.
Okay. So this summer how was the summer for you? Because I know you guys have been working since really the season ended last year, but really it was, through the winter, through Liftathon, through all that. What was that like just for you guys to just have a full summer with Coach Stevenson and the new staff and the current staff?
Yeah, it was pretty well. We had a lot of weight sessions and working out and 7-on-7s and stuff like that, and we had a pretty good turnout for everything, which was good. Showing that we had guys that wanted to work and uh, put an effort to make the season as good as it can be.
Well, and of course during the summer, obviously there's definitely going to be times where no one can make absolutely everything. Obviously, people have got to get away. And you did. You traveled to another continent, to Europe, as we mentioned earlier in the interview in the interview we did with you earlier in the week. But how was experiencing that just for you as just and now I can now say a 16-year-old kid?
Yeah, it was definitely cool. It got to show me what else is out there on like the other side of the world and stuff, and it's just like it's a lot different than what what we have over here. So it kind of showed me where we were like. It just showed like a different pace of life. Like it's just totally different over there.
Yeah. What was like the biggest difference you had to like adjust to? Many people say the food, but maybe not as much.
The food was definitely good. There was a couple times I didn't even know what I ordered, but it was just spectacular. And the biggest thing that was different was really like dinner is like a 2 to 3 hour uh thing. Like it's not 45 minutes to an hour. Like you're there for like 7 to 10 most nights. So
Really?
yeah.
What was that like? Just to yeah, I didn't know if you because is it getting used to I've obviously never been to Europe, so I wouldn't know, but what was just that like for you to just adjust to, and just all the different, because that was probably not the only thing you had to, because I'm not sure if you were in, because I think they walked the other way or something like that.
Uh yeah, that was really like the only big difference. It was kind of like um most people spoke English, so
Yeah.
that was pretty nice. It was helpful, but yeah, it was kind of like the same. It's just like yeah, dinner just takes a long time, but
Yeah. Okay, so I know there's a lot of, entering this season as a junior. You just had your 16th birthday. Um, Now what do you what is it like just coming into this season, you know, knowing with a lot of people coming back, and just for you, I know your role is going to be a lot bigger. What's that going to be like for you?
Um, it'll just be good. I feel like not just myself, but a lot of other guys. We've been working to get this role. We've been working hard off season, getting our IQ up, working on like our measurables, like speed and our weights, like how much we can lift. And I feel like we've all got better, so we can take on these bigger parts that we're gonna be playing on the team.
Okay. Okay, so coming into, you know, you're what's the biggest thing you saw growth in during the summer and just overall as a player, from the day last season ended till now?
Mm, biggest thing was probably just my uh my IQ. I feel like I've got a lot smarter. I feel like my hips have got like a lot more mobile. Like I feel like my hip mobility is a big thing that I've got better at.
Yeah. Okay, so this week's going to be the big scrimmage, of course, heading up to Granville, where I guess a ton of teams are going to be up there. But to get you ready for your 2-week trip up to the west side of the state. Of course, you'll be heading there the following week when you guys go play East Kentwood. But what's it going to be like to go up there and play teams that are like your first opponent?
Yeah, I think it'll be really good. They've got some talent for sure. Muskegon and Granville, they've really got some good players. So I mean, it'll be good to match up against them and see how uh we match up against these bigger schools.
Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be a year where you're a junior and stuff. Like, how have you taken, what is this going into this year? Are you feeling more confident this year than you did last year?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot more confident just because I played a good amount last year. I feel more confident. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you getting used to, obviously now this week and really last week too, your guys are already in school. So what's that been like? How have you adjusted to that just, going through the year?
Yeah, I honestly feel like it's better for us because when you're in school or when you're already at like starting practice, I feel like getting school started at the same time is like better because you're already on a schedule and it keeps you from sleeping all day and staying up late at night after practices and resting well and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Jack, what's your like favorite song to listen to before a game?
Um, it just kind of depends, when I'm driving, I'll listen to like country and stuff. When I'm in the locker room, stuff that like amps me up. Usually, I'll have one of the boys take aux and just really whatever's on. But
Are you in charge of the big speaker this year?
I mean, it kind of goes on and off. We got a couple kids that rotate, but
Okay.
yeah, sometimes.
It's always curious to see who's in charge of that big thing. Um, all right. And just really just these first few weeks of the season going through, you got East Kentwood. And then of course, first two games are on the road. And then of course, before your first home game, which is Plymouth in week 3. What do you feel like you guys need to do to kind of get some big, you know, to kind of get some big momentum heading into the latter part of the season? Because heading into Brighton and Howell are in that middle part of the year. Northville's week 7. What do you feel like you guys need to do these first few weeks? And 3 out of the first 4 are going to be on the road. And something that Coach Stevenson has not done yet in his head coaching career is win a road game.
Yeah. One of the biggest things I think we need to do is just have confidence. Just go out there and play football. I feel like we got the tools we need. We just need to have confidence and make sure everyone can believe that, we can do it.
Okay. All right. Well, Jack, thanks for spending some time, and best of luck this year. We'll catch up with you midway through the year.
Yep. Thank you for having me.